That phone call you might get tonight, the one where your grandchild is on the other end of the line, their voice trembling with panic, is a weapon. You answer, because you always answer for them. They say they're in trouble. They've been in an accident. They're in jail. They need money wired immediately. And they beg you, please don't tell mom and dad. I don't want to disappoint them. Every instinct in your body screams to help them, to fix it, to send whatever they need. But you must not. That familiar voice is the most dangerous part. It's a sophisticated, calculated attack called the False Voice Doppelganger. Scammers are now using artificial intelligence to perfectly clone the voice of your loved one, turning your deepest instinct to protect them into the very tool they use to defraud you. It targets your heart, not your head. By the end of this video, you will have a simple, unbreakable shield against this deception. You will know exactly how to see through the trick, protect your family, and make sure your love can never be used as a weapon against you. So, how does it begin? It starts with that phone call, but the voice you hear isn't just similar to your grandchild's, it's a perfect match. It has their exact pitch, their rhythm, the way they hesitate when they're nervous. This is the surface layer of the attack, and it's brilliantly designed to bypass all your logical defenses. Your heart recognizes that voice long before your brain has a chance to question it. The scammer's only goal in these first few seconds is to ignite your protective instinct. They don't want you to think. They need you to feel. And here's the thing, that's the hidden layer. They didn't just guess what your grandchild sounds like, they stole their voice. Scammers scrape short audio clips from public social media posts. A birthday message on Facebook, a quick story on Instagram, even a silly TikTok video. They only need a few seconds of audio to feed into an AI program that generates a perfect vocal clone, the voice doppelganger. That means it can say anything the scammer types in your loved one's unique voice. The happy family memories you've shared online become the raw material for their attack. But the voice is only half of it. The other half is the script, and it always has three ingredients: a manufactured crisis, a demand for secrecy, and a specific, unusual way to send money. I'm in jail and I need bail. Or, I was in a car accident and I have to pay for repairs. Then comes the emotional hook. Please don't tell my parents. They'll be so disappointed. They are deliberately isolating you. They know that if you hang up and call someone else, the whole illusion shatters. They are weaponizing your love for your grandchild, using it to turn you into a silent accomplice in your own robbery. That wasn't your grandchild's voice. It was an echo, stolen from a happy memory and weaponized to break your heart. This isn't a rare occurrence. It's a global industry, and it is growing with terrifying speed. Let me tell you about Barbara. She's a 72-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. She's sharp, she's careful, and she adores her family. One morning, she got a call. On the other end was her grandson, Alex, or at least a perfect copy of his voice, shaking with fear. He told her he was in a minor car accident and needed $2,500 for repairs right away to avoid legal trouble. He was crying. He begged her, "Grandma, please, you can't tell Mom and Dad. I promise I'll pay you back next week." The voice was so real, the panic so convincing. All Barbara could think about was her grandson, alone and scared. A moment later, a man who called himself a lawyer came on the line, his voice calm and professional. He gave her precise instructions: withdraw $2,500 in cash, drive to a specific convenience store, and deposit the money into a Bitcoin ATM. He explained it was the fastest and most private way to get Alex the help he needed. Every part of the story was designed to keep her in a state of high alert, too afraid to pause and question anything. So she did exactly as she was told. It was only later that evening, after the money was gone forever, that Barbara finally called her daughter to check in. Her grandson Alex was perfectly safe, studying in his college dorm room hundreds of miles away. He had no idea what had happened. In that moment, the relief of knowing he was okay was immediately crushed by the cold, sickening realization of what she'd done. Barbara wasn't foolish. She was a loving grandmother who was ambushed by a heartless, technologically sophisticated criminal operation that knew exactly which buttons to push. Barbara's story is tragically common. The Federal Trade Commission reports that in 2023, imposter scams, including these family emergency schemes, cost American consumers more than $2.7 billion, and that's only the number of reported cases. The true figure is certainly much higher. Scammers specifically target seniors, believing they have accumulated savings and are more likely to act quickly out of trust and love. This isn't just a few bad apples. It's a massive, organized criminal enterprise that operates with ruthless efficiency, and it's only getting more powerful. And here's where it gets really interesting and even more dangerous. The technology behind these scams is constantly evolving. The first generation of these cons used human actors who were just good enough to be convincing. Today, AI voice cloning software makes the impersonation flawless. And now, they're building hybrid attacks. Imagine you get that panicked phone call, and then seconds later, you get a text from what appears to be your grandchild's number, complete with a picture of a dented car. They can spoof phone numbers. They use AI to generate images. They are creating a complete multi-sensory illusion designed to defeat even a skeptical mind. Their goal is to create a crisis so intense and so believable that your logical brain shorts out. They want to overwhelm you with emotion, so your only thought is, I have to fix this. They are counting on your good heart to become your own worst enemy. The attack isn't just on your bank account, it's a direct assault on your sense of certainty. When you can no longer trust the sound of your own grandchild's voice, how are you supposed to fight back? The answer is, you fight back with a plan. And it's incredibly simple. The single most powerful defense you have is something we call the unbreakable question. This is a simple, personal question that you and your family agree on beforehand, one that no outsider could ever know the answer to. It can't be something easy to find online like a mother's maiden name. It needs to be from your shared history. What's the name of our first family dog? Or, what was that silly nickname we gave your first car? Think of a memory that only you and they would know. This question is your firewall. It's a simple key that no scammer can ever forge. Here's exactly why the unbreakable question works. A scammer's entire strategy depends on keeping you in a state of heightened emotion. They need you panicked, compliant, and on the phone. This question completely shatters their script. Faced with a question they have no possible way of answering, a scammer has only two moves. They will either try to deflect it with anger, there's no time for games, just send the money, or they will simply hang up and move on to an easier target. Either way, their control over you is instantly broken. You've taken the power back. So here is your complete three-step protocol. The very moment you get a call like this and feel that spike of fear, you go straight to step one. Stay calm and ask the unbreakable question. Have it ready in your mind. Don't debate, don't hesitate, just ask it. When they can't answer, and they won't be able to, you immediately go to step two. Hang up and verify. Do not argue with them. Do not engage, just hang up the phone. Then, you call your grandchild or another family member directly on their trusted, known phone number, the one already saved in your contacts. After you've confirmed your loved one is safe, you move to the final and most important step. Report the fraud. You do this by going to the official Federal Trade Commission website, reportfraud.ftc.gov. It's a simple, free process, and it's absolutely critical. Every report you file gives law enforcement another piece of the puzzle they need to track down these criminal networks and prevent them from harming another family. By making that report, you're not just a victim anymore. You are actively helping to dismantle the very system that attacked you. I know that your instinct is to be polite. It can feel rude or suspicious to hang up on someone who sounds like they're in trouble, especially if it's the voice of someone you love. These scammers know that. In fact, they are counting on your politeness. They are specifically trained to find and exploit good, trusting, cooperative people. In this situation, protecting yourself is not rude. It is the only sensible and responsible thing to do. Your safety and your family's security are infinitely more important than a criminal's feelings. Your best response is always, I'll call you right back on your number. But what if you're watching this and you realize you've already been in this situation and sent money? First, I need you to hear me on this. You have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. You were targeted by professional criminals whose full-time job is to design deceptions that are strong enough to fool smart, loving, and careful people. The fact that they chose you is not a reflection of your intelligence. It's a confirmation that you are exactly the kind of trustworthy and caring person these systems are designed to prey on. You were targeted because you're a good person. So, here is your recovery plan. Act now. First, if you paid with a wire transfer service like Western Union or MoneyGram, call their fraud hotline immediately. If you used a gift card, Call the company that issued the card, the number is on the back, and tell them it was just used in a scam. Second, call your bank and your credit card company. Explain what happened, ask to freeze the accounts, and see if any charges can be reversed. They have dedicated fraud departments that handle these situations every single day. They are there to help you. Third and finally, please file a report with the Federal Trade Commission at reportfraud.ftc.gov. I know it's painful to go over the details again, but doing so is a crucial step in taking your power back. By reporting the crime, you officially change your role. You are no longer just a victim of a crime. You are a source of vital intelligence that can help law enforcement bring these networks down. You have done the right thing by taking these steps to secure your finances and help protect your community from this happening again. You now have the knowledge and the tools to defeat this scam. You have the shield. But think for a second. Who in your life doesn't know this? Who is that person you love? A parent, a grandparent, a dear friend or neighbor who always answers the phone with a warm, trusting hello? Can you picture them right now getting that call, hearing that perfectly cloned voice filled with panic, feeling that same gut-wrenching wave of fear and love that Barbara felt? They are vulnerable right now, simply because they don't have the information you now have. Who in your life needs to know this protocol? A parent, a friend, a neighbor? Please take a moment and share this video with them. This isn't about likes or follows. It's a simple, direct act of protection. It is a 5-minute conversation that could save someone you care about from a devastating financial loss and a world of heartbreak. By passing this on, you are arming someone you love with a shield they didn't even know they needed. A little knowledge is the best defense we have.